Are you still living in that rundown apartment? I can't believe it. I feel sorry for your kids. Don't their friends hate coming over to such a cramped place? You should think more about them as a mother, you know.
We're fine. The rent's cheap, and the location is convenient, so there's no issue. Is something bothering you?
No issue? Are you serious? It's amazing you don't even realize how pathetic that is. Well, I guess that's why you're content living in such a place. You live in your own little bubble. I live in a great place, so I can really see the difference, you know.
Right.
Oh, by the way, I'm hosting a home party next weekend in the party room of my luxury apartment.
Sounds fun. Enjoy.
Well, you wouldn't even be able to imagine it since someone like you will never experience that kind of world. My place has a big balcony, perfect for enjoying the view with friends. Wouldn't you like to see it just once? I can send you a picture if you want. How about it?
No thanks, I'll pass.
Oh, really? Well, I know you're secretly interested. Everyone envies someone like me living in a premium residence. Anyway, I'll make sure to keep sending you updates. It's your chance to catch a glimpse of my high-class life, so you should be grateful.
As long as you're happy, that's all that matters to me.
You really don't get it, do you? Don't you feel bad for your kids?
Excuse me?
My poor daughter, too. People envy our lifestyle so much that it makes her feel isolated. But that's the price of being upper class, right? He's not like ordinary kids. What about your daughter? Isn't she being bullied at school? Living in a dump like that, I'm sure she gets picked on.
She's fine.
Fine? Are you sure you're not just lying to yourself? I'm sure you know deep down what people think about you. It's sad, refusing to accept your own reality.
We're not really lacking in anything, so it's fine.
Well, I guess. That's probably because you don't have many friends. Poor girl, your daughter.
You think?
Oh, by the way, I bought a new bag recently. Want to see it? It's probably way out of your price range, but hey, looking doesn't cost anything. I'll send you a picture out of kindness. Don't you want to get a taste of the high life? Are you interested?
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
Huh. Well, I guess it's a world you'll never be a part of anyway. And you know what? There's no room for someone like you in my life, and that's perfectly clear to me.
Misha? Is this some kind of harassment? I never thought you'd stoop this low. How could you be like this?
Huh? What's wrong? I mean, isn't it rude of you to suddenly accuse me like this? What are you even talking about?
Oh, don't act like you don't know. Or are you just pretending this is all a coincidence? What are you hiding? I heard there's a big party happening at your place today. It's become quite the talk among the moms. I happen to hear that you spent a lot of money preparing for it, and a bunch of our mutual acquaintances have been invited.
Yeah, I'm throwing a party, so what? Are you upset because you didn't get an invite? Oh, come on, don't be ridiculous. To be honest, you were never on the list to begin with. I had no reason to invite you. Let's be clear. There was no way I was ever going to invite someone like you. Stop acting like I should have considered your feelings. Honestly, you showing up would have just ruined the mood anyway.
That's not what this is about. I don't care about not being invited. The real question is, why did you choose today of all days? You could have picked any other day. There has to be a reason, right?
Huh? I can have my party whenever I want. What I do with my time is none of your business. I just happened to pick a day that worked with my busy schedule. I don't sit around with nothing to do like you.
Of course, you can do what you like. But is this really just a coincidence? It feels like you're doing it on purpose. At least to me, the timing seems way too suspicious.
Alright. Isn't it your daughter's birthday today? And I heard you were planning a little birthday party too, huh? Whoops, my bad. Sorry for scheduling my party on the same day. Everyone's coming to mine though, so no one's coming to yours. Enjoy it.
So you knew. I knew something was off when everyone canceled last minute. Why would you do this?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I don't like you. I was generous enough to try and include you in my circle of moms, and you had the nerve to reject me.
Your mom circle? Please, it's nothing more than a group of people who cater to your whims. You act like you're some kind of queen.
I'm not just acting. I really am. After all, my husband works for a big corporation.
So what?
So what?
Just because your husband works for a big company doesn't make you important.
Are you serious? A woman's worth is defined by her husband's status.
What kind of logic is that?
Compared to me, I honestly feel sorry for the life you're living. I can't understand how you can be satisfied in a place like that. Where does your husband even work? Oh wait, that's right. You don't have a husband, do you? Single mom, huh? That's hilarious. You're literally at rock bottom. No wonder you're living such a shabby life. Growing up in a family like that, I'm sure your daughter is miserable too. I can't relate at all, but it's amazing you managed to live like that.
Why do you feel the need to say something like that? You have no right to judge my family or my life. And yes, I'm a single mom, but why do you think that makes me or anyone else the lowest of the low? Looking down on others based on your narrow worldview? You're truly the pitiful one here. You probably can't comprehend this, but I work hard every day to provide for my daughter. Unlike you, who relies entirely on your husband's status and has never made any effort on your own. You'll never understand how I feel.
What the heck? Don't turn this around on me. You should be grateful. I've been kind enough to show you sympathy and offer you a place in my circle, despite your circumstances. Normally, I wouldn't even bother with someone as lowly as you, but thanks to your arrogance, you humiliated me by refusing my offer. And you think you'll get away with that? You should be thanking me for my generosity, or else you might face even worse consequences. Do you even realize what could happen if I really got angry?
Oh, now I get it. So that's why you've been so fixated on me, constantly harassing me. All because I didn't join your little clique. I'm surprised. Your pride is that fragile? It's pathetic. Your whole persona is just a shallow front, and deep down you're empty inside. No matter how much you act like you're important, everyone can see through it.
You knew I was targeting you? Then why didn't you show more suffering? How can you stay so calm? That's what really gets under my skin. I've been working so hard to make you feel miserable, but you act like nothing's wrong. That just makes me angrier. I need to make you feel real fear.
I see. So when I didn't react the way you wanted, you decided to go after my daughter instead. Since you couldn't hurt me, you thought hurting her would be enough. I'll admit, that one stung a bit. But here's the thing, you can't break us. We're stronger than you think, and we're not as easily damaged as you imagine. All you've proven is how truly miserable and desperate you are.
Oh, great. Targeting your daughter definitely hit the mark. No matter how tough you act as a mother, watching your child suffer must hurt, right? It feels so satisfying. You always keep that calm face, and all I wanted was to see you break. So how does it feel now? Everything went according to my plan. Your daughter's birthday party was ruined, and I'm sure you're frustrated. But it's too late to regret anything. You're already paying the price.
Oh, I'm absolutely boiling inside. But it seems like you've made peace with doing whatever it takes to hurt others, haven't you? I just never imagined you could get such pleasure out of causing harm to people. Knowing that now, all I feel is pity. It's truly pathetic that the only way you can feel validated is by tearing others down because you've never achieved anything on your own. I'll be watching closely to see what becomes of someone like you.
You think you're so clever. I won, and you lost. Let's be real. It was a joke for someone like you, a single mom from the bottom of society, to even try throwing a birthday party. You thought you'd have a lot of friends coming, right? But guess what? They're all coming here to my party. No one would want to be at your dumpy little apartment when they can enjoy a party at a plush place like mine. They're laughing at you behind your back. Aren't you embarrassed?
Not at all. They all know you're nothing but a spiteful woman. The only reason people come to your party is because they're afraid of what you'll do if they say no. They know you'll make their lives miserable if they cross you. But you're not seriously under the delusion that you're popular, are you? The people around you aren't there because they actually like you.
You really do have a way of getting under my skin. But no matter how tough you act, it doesn't change the fact that you're a loser. You and your pathetic daughter should just stay in your rundown apartment, celebrating her birthday all alone. That's what suits you. Meanwhile, I'll keep living it up in my luxury apartment. You can stay there, wallowing in your sad little life. Goodbye, loser.
Actually, we're having a blast.
What? That's a stupid lie. No way that's true. Everyone's here at my party.
Sure, it's a shame her friends couldn't come, but I invited some celebrities and street performers, so the fun hasn't stopped.
Wait, what? Celebrities? Street performers?
Yeah, since I've been busy with work and don't always have time for her, I make sure to go all out for her special days. And today's no different.
What are you even saying? You're suddenly talking about fantasies?
This is seriously weirding me out. You'll find out soon enough if it's fantasy or not. Katya, I'm sorry. Because of me, things didn't go well today.
What?
I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing, Mom?
Because...
It was so much fun. It's a shame my friends couldn't come, but that's just how it goes sometimes. What mattered most was that you celebrated with me.
Aw, sweetheart. I really am sorry.
Stop apologizing. You didn't do anything wrong. You threw me such an amazing birthday party.
But it's because I didn't handle things well with the other moms that this happened. I underestimated them. I didn't think they'd go this far.
Even so, this isn't your fault, Mom.
How are things at school? Are you getting along with everyone? I worry. I'm concerned that all the gossip among the moms might be affecting you too. It breaks my heart just thinking about how they might be talking about me, and if it's making things hard for you at school, you must tell me. I'll do everything I can to protect you. I know you like to stay strong and might not say anything, but I'd be so glad if you could share what's going on.
It's not as big of a deal as you think. Sure, sometimes I hear stuff, but it's nothing major.
You hear stuff? Like what exactly?
Well, it's not bullying or anything like that, but occasionally some kids make snide remarks. Like, did your mom do something weird again? Or is your mom the odd one out with the other moms? That kind of thing. It's not a big deal though, but I'm pretty sure their parents are saying those things at home, so the kids just repeat them.
It's because of me. Because I haven't joined the mom group, their parents are filling their heads with those ideas. I can't believe it. Parents poisoning their kids' minds with that kind of talk. It's heartbreaking to think how irresponsible and petty they are. I thought I could just ignore it all for your sake, but this might be my limit.
Mom, it's okay. I'm not bothered by it and I can hold my own.
How do you stand up for yourself?
Well, if they say something too nasty, I clap back 10 times harder. Like, my mom's the odd one out. Maybe your mom is. So don't worry. I'm your daughter after all. I'm not just going to take it. I'm strong too, you know. I'll be fine.
That's so reassuring. When did you become so tough?
Probably because I've always watched you being strong and working so hard. So I guess I naturally picked it up.
I see. So you've been learning by watching me all along. That makes me feel a little better. But even so, I still think I need to do more for you. I should step up and make sure I'm supporting you the best I can.
Mom.
Up until now, I've been holding back, trying not to cause you any trouble. But you know, maybe there's no need for that anymore. Things are already stirred up, and at this point, I don't see any reason to be polite. Everything I've held back, I'm going to start fighting back for real.
What are you going to do? Are you serious, Mom?
That's a secret. This is adult business, honey. You don't need to worry about it. Just know that I'll handle everything.
Okay. I feel like we're not just stirring things up. We're about to start a hurricane. Hey, what's going on here? My husband is in serious trouble.
Oh no, what happened?
He's freaking out. He might actually get fired from his job. I don't get it. Why is this happening?
Why are you asking me? Shouldn't you be talking to him about this?
I did, but he was so confused and nothing he said made sense. He mentioned something about you being the CEO of a major client company and that the contract's about to get canceled.
Well, sounds like he explained it just fine. Do you need me to spell it out even more?
Are you kidding me? What kind of explanation is that? You, the CEO? There's no way.
Why do you think that?
Because you're just a single mom at the bottom of the ladder.
Here we go again with that single mom equals bottom of the barrel nonsense.
What do you mean? And that's just common sense.
Maybe in your world, where the only thing you care about is clinging to a man for security and never even thinking about being independent. But that's not my reality.
What does that even mean? So you're saying you actually run a company?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Proof! If you don't have proof, I'm not going to believe it.
Whatever, then don't believe it. Whether you do or don't makes no difference to me. And you? Who do you think you are?
My husband is an elite working for a big corporation. We live in a luxury high-rise condo.
And what's that got to do with you? Besides, aren't we talking about how he might lose his job? So I guess you won't be living in that condo for much longer.
Oh my god. Is this some kind of revenge for last time? You're so evil. You're seriously the worst.
I don't need to hear that from you.
And my husband has nothing to do with this. You really think you can get away with it?
Of course. Family should be left out of this, right?
Yes, exactly.
But who was the one who dragged my daughter into this first? I could have endured all the harassment you threw my way, but when it affected her, that's where I drew the line. Now I'm going to use everything I have to crush you completely.
Oh no, it was just a little prank. You're seriously going this far over something so small?
Keep justifying your actions, acting like the victim. Goodbye.
Oh, wait! Alright, fine. I get it.
What exactly do you get?
I'll let this slide if you call off the contract cancellation. I'll even forget about the disrespect you've shown me up until now. How does that sound? It's not a bad deal, right?
That's a terrible deal. I mean, your head is terrible. And so are your manners, your attitude, your upbringing, and honestly, your breath too.
What? I'm offering you a compromise here and you insult me? Why do I deserve that?
You always play the victim so well, don't you? Even though you're the one who caused all of this, you act like it's everyone else's fault. And you're just some innocent bystander. Have you ever thought about how exhausting it is for everyone around you? Your victim mentality is honestly just pathetic. You act like the world revolves around you and you can never be wrong. That's why you're in this mess. With that attitude, who would want to help you?
But I'm in trouble here. What am I supposed to do if my husband gets fired? How are we supposed to live? I rely on him for everything. If this continues, I might lose it all. The only reason I was secure was because of his income. Without that, why did I even marry him? You don't understand how much I've invested in this marriage. His earnings were the only thing that mattered to me, and if I lose that, my life is over.
Oh dear. I truly sympathize.
See? Now you finally get it. You should help me out a little. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it, so you could at least show some sympathy. Help me keep my husband from getting fired. If you step in, everything will go back to normal and no one will get hurt.
No, you've misunderstood.
What?
When I said I sympathize, I wasn't talking about you. I meant your husband, because he ended up marrying such a terrible person. He's the one who's really unlucky here. Imagine devoting yourself to a job only to realize your wife is this self-centered and doesn't care about hurting others. Marrying someone like you is the real tragedy in his life.
How dare you? How is he the one to feel sorry for? It's me. I'm the one who's been loyal and dedicated to him. I married him because he was at the top level of a big corporation. And now that he's about to lose his job, my entire life plan is falling apart. You don't understand, but I won't let everything I've worked for go to waste.
But isn't he about to get fired because of you?
That's ridiculous. If we go back to the beginning, this is all your fault. If you hadn't made me angry, none of this would have happened. He pushed me to the edge, and now his job is at risk. It's all because of you. If he gets fired, how do you plan to take responsibility? You'll ruin my life, and you better be ready to face the consequences.
Ugh, you know, I've had enough of this. You're always the same. No matter what happens, you never take responsibility for anything. You just blame others and try to escape. But honestly, I'm done caring. And as you said, the contract won't be canceled. So your husband probably won't lose his job after all.
Oh, okay. You really had me worried for a second. But of course, that makes sense. There's no way he'd get fired over something like this. It's just too absurd. I knew you weren't serious.
Yeah, the contract won't be canceled, and you don't need to worry about his job.
Obviously.
But you know, the only one who's getting cut off here is you.
What do you mean? Listen! I don't understand why I'm in this mess.
Ugh, what now?
My husband suddenly brought up divorce. I don't get it.
Ah, that.
That's it? This is a huge deal.
Well, to me it's not. Honestly, I couldn't care less.
Come on. Why is this happening?
It's simple, really. Your selfishness and your complete disregard for others' feelings have caused your husband trouble at work. Just think about it. How much damage have your actions caused those around you? Because of you, his position at work is at risk. And the solution is pretty clear. If he wants to keep his job, divorcing you is the best option. Cutting ties with you will allow him to focus on his work in peace. Don't you agree? For his sake, it's best if you step aside.
What the heck? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Why should I have to divorce him? I've been supporting him all this time, and this is the thanks I get? I don't care what you think of me. I've always stood by him and supported our family. How does this make any sense? I love him, and I can't imagine us getting a divorce. Stop saying such irresponsible things.
Oh, it's not just about his job, you know. I've heard that you've been treating him horribly at home, too. It sounds like you've been treating both him and your daughter like tools, completely ignoring their feelings. That's practically emotional abuse, isn't it? On top of that, you've been pushing all the housework onto him while you do almost nothing yourself. It's no surprise he's reached his limit. A marriage is supposed to be a partnership, but you've completely disregarded that balance, forcing everything onto him. No wonder he wants to get away from you.
Who are you calling abusive? That's nonsense. I'm just trying to educate my incompetent husband and daughter. Do you even know how hard it is to raise a child and manage a household? Sometimes you have to be strict if you want to raise them properly. And as for the housework, what are you even talking about? The idea that housework is solely a woman's responsibility is outdated. I make sure he does his share, and there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, I'm practicing a modern, balanced approach to family life.
Sure, housework should be split, but what you're doing isn't splitting the work. It's dumping almost all of it onto him while you do whatever you want. That's not fair, and it's certainly not a partnership. And let's not forget, I know you've been treating him like a cash cow behind his back. You've told your friends that his education and corporate job are the only things he's good for. Do you really think he hasn't caught on? That alone is more than enough reason for him to want a divorce.
What's wrong with that? I was just stating the facts. I've never said anything like that in front of him, so there's no problem. Plus, what I tell him is just part of helping him be a better person. Everyone gets some tough love now and then, right? How can that possibly be a reason for divorce?
You say you've never said anything like that in front of him? Well, I told him everything for you.
What?
Yup, I let him know exactly how you talk about him behind his back, how you belittle him. Oh, and I also told him how you act like a queen around the other moms and treat everyone with disrespect. He wasn't just angry, he was completely disillusioned with you. He's realized just how selfish and irresponsible you've been, both as a wife and as a mother. So I made it clear to him. I don't have anything personal against him, but you're unacceptable. I told him as long as he stayed with you, I couldn't help him anymore.
Oh my god. You're the reason? You said that and that's why he wants a divorce?
Oh, no. I never brought up the word divorce. It's all his decision. I just showed him the real you.
You've got to be kidding. That's basically the same as telling him to divorce me.
Is it though?
Whatever, but here's the thing. It's all pointless.
What do you mean?
There's no way he's going to divorce me over something like this. I'm not going to let it happen. He's dependent on me. His life wouldn't function without me. And divorces aren't something that just happens so easily. I'll never forgive you for this. Mark my words, I'm going to sue you. You better be ready.
This is hilarious.
Oh, what's so funny? I'm serious.
Well, I'm serious too. I won't let things you've done slide either. The one who's going to get sued is you.
What? Why would I get sued?
You know, those moms who've been sucking up to you all this time? The ones who've been enjoying the perks of being in your circle? The second they saw things turning sour, they turned on you in a heartbeat. It's no surprise that birds of a feather flock together. They're just a bunch of losers riding on the coattails of another loser.
What are you talking about?
You've really been doing whatever you wanted, forcing weaker moms to pay for things, barging into their homes and taking their stuff, bags, personal items, whatever you wanted.
Don't twist the truth. I didn't force anyone and they gave me those things.
That's funny because your so-called friends have already shown me your entire chat history. They all blamed you, saying they were too scared to refuse and that if they didn't comply, they'd be in for it too.
Traitors.
I'm talking to the victims now. Depending on what comes up, you might be facing criminal charges.
Criminal charges? I didn't mean for it to go that far.
It doesn't matter what you intended. Threats are threats, and theft is theft.
Wait, please. There's no need to take things that far. I didn't do anything that bad.
Oh, yes you did. Like I said, I could tolerate anything directed at me, but the moment my daughter got dragged into it, that's when I stopped holding back.
Fine, I apologize. I'm sorry, I won't do it again, I swear.
You're apologizing to the wrong person.
But let me meet your daughter. I'll apologize to her.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to expose her to filth like you.
That's cruel. I don't deserve to be called that.
Even now you're still playing the victim.
Hey, do you realize? I have a daughter too.
So?
Don't you think about how this is going to affect her?
Now you're using your own child as a shield? You're beyond saving.
No, I truly do care about her. You understand, don't you? You know how it feels to love your child.
Of course, I love my daughter more than anything in the world.
Then think about my daughter too. She's really close to her father. How can you tear them apart like this? How can you do something so horrible?
Oh, don't try to twist things. I'm not the one tearing your family apart.
You are! If you would just let this go, everything would go back to normal. My husband wouldn't lose his job and we wouldn't have to get divorced.
This whole mess is because of you.
Don't blame me. You're the one taking my daughter's father away. Stop avoiding reality.
You're hilarious.
What's so funny about this? Don't you realize if this goes through, my daughter and I will end up as a single-parent family. How can you let her live with that kind of miserable, harsh fate?
Hey, aren't you forgetting something? The person you're talking to right now is a single mother.
That's exactly why you should understand how miserable single-parent families are, how much people look down on them.
Actually, it's not miserable at all, and no one looks down on us.
Don't lie to me.
The only reason you think that is because you look down on single-parent families. But you're right about one thing. It's sad for a child to be separated from their father.
That's what I'm saying, so please.
There's no issue there.
What do you mean, no issue?
I mean, even after the divorce, your daughter won't be separated from her father.
What?
Let me ask you, why are you so confident that you'll get custody? Have you taken a good look at reality? Do you understand the mess you've made and how much trouble you've caused everyone around you? Knowing you, you probably believe you've done nothing wrong and are always right. The idea that mothers automatically get custody after divorce, that doesn't fly anymore. Everyone around you already sees you as an unfit mother. So why are you so sure you'll get custody? I'd love to hear your reasoning.
What nonsense are you talking about? It's obvious. Mothers get custody. It's a natural right and the law supports that. I'm the one who'll raise my daughter, and I've never imagined anything else. So don't say things that are absurd. The law is on my side, so of course I'll get custody. You wouldn't understand how much a mother contributes to the household.
Yes, it's true mothers often get custody after divorce. That's a fact. In about 80% of cases, unless the mother has serious issues, custody goes to the mother. But relying solely on that is risky. There are good mothers and not so good mothers, and custody isn't automatically given. In the end, what matters most is what's best for the child. I think even you understand that, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying. The law is on my side, so naturally I'll get custody.
Oh, but here's the thing. You're one of those seriously problematic mothers.
What? How dare you say that?
You shouldn't be surprised. Have you ever reflected on how awful your behavior has been at home?
No, but wait. I don't get it. Are you saying my daughter is going to live with my husband?
Yes, exactly.
That's impossible. Then what about child support? I'm supposed to be the one caring for her. Why should I be paying?
Ah, the fact that your first concern is child support says everything about the kind of person you are. I'm starting to question whether you truly care about your daughter's well-being or future. It seems like to you it's all about money.
Stop dodging my question and answer it.
You won't get child support.
That's way too unfair.
Unfair? No, it's perfectly fair. In fact, you're the one who will have to pay child support.
Yeah, right. Why would I, as a woman, have to pay?
Because that's the law. And considering everything you've done, it's the right outcome, don't you think?
Is that even possible?
Where's the unfairness in that? If anything, this is a good outcome for your daughter. She's probably relieved to have an irresponsible and selfish mother like you out of her life. Do you have any idea how much damage you've caused by just being around her?
I never even realized.
You know, you used to look down on single mothers, saying things like, single moms are the lowest and they're losers. And now, maybe you finally realized just how arrogant and wrong you were. I bet you never thought you'd become one of those losers yourself. The truth is, you've driven yourself into a corner where you can't even trust yourself. It's pathetic, but it's all you're doing. So, how does it feel now? Not even getting the chance to be a single mother. What's that like?
I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. But it doesn't matter now. This is the result of your actions.
Please, help me. Everything is falling apart.
Help you? Me? I warned you many times that your actions would come back to haunt you. Too bad, it's too late now. Good luck with the rest of your life. Try to make the most of it. In the end, Misha couldn't avoid the divorce. Thanks to a skilled lawyer, her husband won the case overwhelmingly. Naturally, he was granted full custody of their daughter. Misha desperately pleaded, "Don't take my daughter away. I'm a good mother." But in court, her daughter clearly stated, "I don't want to live with mom." It's ironic, isn't it? For someone who once had so much confidence to be rejected by the one person she thought mattered most. Now, she's living in a rundown apartment, barely scraping by. Even her neighbors ignore her, and all her former mom friends have distanced themselves from her. Of course, no one wants to be associated with someone who has such a bad reputation. I've heard rumors that she can't find a job either. For all her boasting about her husband's income after the divorce, she was left with nothing. Having no real skills except for spending money, no one wants to hire her, not even for part-time work. As for my side, my daughter is finally able to live in peace. I'm determined to do everything I can for her. I'll continue to work hard to ensure that we can live happily together from now on.